All right, so for those of you who have just joined us, you're going to need a pillow. So a pretty firm pillow. I'm assuming most of you have tight hamstrings, so go ahead and grab a pretty firm pillow. We're gonna be using it to sit on. We're gonna stretch our hamstrings. We're gonna be using it to fold forward. So just grab a pillow, something firm, or if you have something that's not as firm, you can always double it over and go that route. Cool. I'm so proud of you guys for jumping on. Yoga is so good for you. And hopefully you guys are starting to see the benefits in your body, just starting to feel the changes. And just honestly, just be proud of yourselves, putting yourselves first and making time to get out here, get into your, your quiet space at home and just work on yourself, focus on yourself. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Let's see, we have a few more that just jumped on. So if you did just jump on, I'm gonna say it one more time, go ahead and grab a pillow. So we are going to need that. And then let's go ahead and start standing. Go ahead and stand up. All right. Good to see you all. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Make sure you guys are all muted, please. There's some people rustling around. There we go. Go ahead and mute yourselves. And again, if you just joined us, you're going to need a pillow. All right. Let's go ahead and start. So you're gonna just have your feet hip distance apart. So they're gonna be right below your hips. Now I want you to just kind of start to shift back and forth. Lift the toes up, spread them apart, and then glue them back down. And I just want you to shift side to side and just start to lift through the sternum. So lift with the chest. I want you to stand up nice and proud, nice and tall. Good. Just shifting side to side, just starting to feel that energy through your body. Then I want you to press down firmly into all four corners of your feet. Good. Keep those toes spread wide, creating a really strong foundation for yourself. Good. Take the shoulders, roll them up by the ears, back and down the spine. And again, take a deep inhale, lift through the crown of the head, lift the chest, tuck the tailbone towards the heels, pull the ribs in, and I want you to engage the legs, engage the core. Reach the fingertips down towards the mat. So your entire body right now is really, really strong. So if somebody were to come by and give you a little push, you wouldn't move. That's how strong you are. You're just really grounded. Good. On your next inhale, arms sweep out and up. Reach. See how long you can make yourself. Exhale, float the arms down. Keep all the muscles engaged in the legs and in the core. Good. Inhale, bring the arms up. Reach the fingertips a little bit more. Exhale, arms down by the side. Last time, inhale, reach the arms up. And then you're going to interlace all your fingers. You're going to come into your steeple grip. Okay. And then take a deep inhale. On your exhale, I want you to lean over to the right. So you're going to have to use your core muscles here to hold you up. Your strength, we're stretching, but you're also strengthening that left side body. Leaning all the way over to the right as far as you can go. Inhale, come through center, and exhale, switch. Good. So this shouldn't be easy. You should be feeling this down the right side of your body, down your obliques. Inhale, come through center, and exhale. Let's switch one more time over to the right. And inhale through center. Last time, over to the left. Really ground down through that outside foot. Good. Inhale, come on back up. And then maybe a little back bend, just a little bit. Send your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, and on your exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step the feet back. We're gonna come into a high plank. So spread your fingertips really wide and press your heels all the way back. Now I want you to just start shifting forward onto the toes and then back. Good, shifting forward and back. Roll up onto the tips of those toes if you can. Feet are really strong. Your core is really strong here. Good, keep it going. A few more times. Squeeze those tummy muscles. And then come back. You're gonna roll onto your right hand and come into a high or a side plank. So your left foot can be in front, but both your feet are on the ground. Good, squeezing that core. And exhale, come back to center, and then switch over to the other side. Just getting that core nice and warm. Exhale, plant the palms. Holding here, we're gonna shift forward and back a few more times. Hello, shoulders. You should be feeling this. And then downward facing dog. Give those shoulders a rest. Bend your knees, drive your tailbone up, press your chest towards your thighs. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, we're gonna heel toe. So take your time, nice and slow. Maybe come up onto the fingertips. I know the hamstrings are tight. We are just getting started. Bring your big toes to touch. Your heels are a sliver apart. Bend your knees. Let your chest rest fully on your thighs. So think about your chest just draping over your thighs and the top of your head, falling towards the mat. Leave your fingertips here to keep yourself balanced. Take a few deep breaths. Remember, we're nostril breathing. And then slowly bring your hands to your hips, sink them back, and then press through the heels. Good, let's get warmed up. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, steeple grip and lean to the right. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, maybe a little teeny baby back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, let your chest rest on your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. So you're using all the muscles in the back to make your back really straight. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back into a high plank. And let's go ahead and shift forward and back. On those toes, squeeze your core. 2 more times. And then we're gonna come on to the right side plank. Whoop. Keep your balance. Great job, you guys. Squeeze. Lift those hips a little higher. Like you're trying to send your hips towards the ceiling. Exhale and switch. Over to the left hand. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Breathe. Exhale, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out those legs. Waking up those shoulders early today. Now I want you just to look forward really quick and make sure every single part of your hand is pressing firmly into your mat. So if you notice the arches of your hands are starting to lift, press them down. Inhale, look forward, heel toe, take your time. Nice and slow, there's no rush. Little tiny baby steps, getting into the backs of those legs. And forward fold, let your chest drape over the thighs. Maybe shake your head, yes. Or maybe pull your nose or your forehead all the way into your knees, but bend your knees, keep your hips low. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach up. Excuse me. Exhale, over to the right. Maybe you notice you're going a little bit deeper now on your side bends. Exhale, over to the left. I know I am. Inhale, center. And then slow, little tiny back bend. When you do the back bend, it's really important that you squeeze your glutes, send your hips forward. Exhale, forward fold. Forehead to knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plank. Holding here. We're gonna rock forward and back. Squeeze that core. Nice and controlled. We're not popping back and forth. You're going nice and slow. 2 more. And downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out those legs. Driving one heel down at a time, feeling a really nice stretch up the back of those legs. While you're doing this, continuing to press your chest towards your thighs. So really opening up underneath the arms. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, little tiny steps to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach up. I think we forgot a forward fold in there. I mean a side plank. Uh-oh, over to the right. We'll make up for it. And inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale, center, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, step those feet all the way back, high plank, shifting forward and back. Last time. Squeeze that core, squeeze the inner thighs. Last time. Come back to plank. Let's roll over onto the right hand. Left arm reaches for the sky. Squeeze that core. We're going to hold this a little longer because we did forget one. Breathe. And switch. All the way over. Roll all the way over. Reach that right arm. Reach those hips. Squeeze that core. One more deep breath. Exhale, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Pedal out those legs. Good. Inhale, high plank. And this time we're going to lower all the way down to the ground. Take your time, there's no rush. And then from here, you're going to keep the toes tucked. You're going to inhale, cobra, pull the elbows together behind you. Make sure you're looking down. Keep lifting. Remember, little to no weight in the hands. That's how you're going to know to use those muscles in your low back. Squeeze the legs, lift the knees, and draw your pelvic bone into the floor. Exhale, release. Go ahead and untuck those toes. Same thing, engage the quads. Now you're gonna press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. You can put a little pressure into the palms this time. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, press through the palms a little bit this time. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Your glutes should be engaged. Your thighs should be engaged. Inhale. Lift, press through the palms. Lift your chest. You can press into the hands this time. Exhale, lower halfway. And then we're going to hold this time. So press into the heels of your palms. Make sure you're looking down. You should feel your back on fire, your low back. Exhale, release all the way down. Arms come down by your side. Go ahead and roll out your wrists. And then plant the palms underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. I want you to try to press up to a high plank, holding here, and then downward facing dog. Great job. Breathe. Inhale, come back to high plank. We're gonna hold here, and then we're gonna try to bring the knees to the elbows from a high plank. So you're just tapping the knees to the elbows. This is a really slow mountain climber. So keep going, really slow, in control. So yoga is practice with slow and controlled movements. You're gonna do 2 more on each side. Get those knees to those elbows. Good. And then downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Those are tough. Drop those hips side to side from here. So big tail wags. You can turn the feet. Shifting those hips. Come back to a high plank. We're gonna go right knee, right elbow, or I'm sorry, we're gonna go right leg high and then knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, we're gonna bring the knee in and we're gonna do big circles. So out and back. Keep it going. Breathe. And then we're gonna step that foot between the hands. Great job, you guys. So just hold here. So if you notice that your knee is coming past your ankle, I want you to pull your ankle up. So this should be a really long stance. You should be stretching here. Breathe. Holding here. Go ahead and drop that back knee, untuck that toe. Maybe you can drop those hips a little bit lower. Breathe. Let your head become heavy. And then we're going to slowly shift the hips backwards. Come up onto that heel. Fingertips come to the side. We're just stretching the back of that right leg. Good. A few more breaths. Bend your knee as much as you need to. My hamstrings are tight too, so that's okay. And then slowly come forward. We're gonna tuck that back toe, lift the back knee, and on your inhale, we're gonna bring the arms up and over the head. So reach those fingertips. Nice long stance. Bend deep into that right knee. I'd like you to bend your back knee and let that left hip come forward. Okay, so when you bend that left knee, your left hip, you'll notice that your hips kind of square off in front of you. You can bring your hands to your hips, make sure they're forward. And then when you're ready, you can begin to straighten that back leg. Deep inhale, reach the fingertips. And exhale, we're going to shoot the arms behind you. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, shoot the arms behind you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoot the arms behind you. Inhale, arms up. Okay, so now we're going to take all 10 fingertips and you're going to press them together. Okay, so I want you to really press all 10 fingertips. Now I want you to reach out like you're trying to hand this fake ball to somebody in front of you. So reach as far as you can, like you're handing this ball to somebody. Reach. Good. Keep reaching, and then slowly open up, warrior two. So your right glute should have been burning, because mine sure as heck was, if you were doing it right. So you're gonna feel a deep stretch on the inside here. Pull that right knee open so it's stacked directly over your right ankle. And just breathe. Take a breath. Full breath in. Just let yourself settle into this warrior two. Your back foot should be parallel with the small edge of your mat or the back edge of your mat. Let your shoulders relax, gazing over your front middle finger. And on your inhale, reverse your warrior. Remember, don't straighten that knee. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Last time. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Bend deep into that front knee. Reach that arm up. So see where you're at here. Try to lengthen through the side body. Maybe you're resting your elbow on your knee. Try not to do that. Try to use your body to hold you up. Keep yourself up. And then if you want to challenge yourselves, reach your left arm over your head and then reach your right arm. So like you're holding a big beach ball. Good. Inhale, come on up. Turn all 10 toes, coming into a wide-legged stance. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, bend your knees slightly so your toes are slightly turned in towards one another. Hinge at the hips. Pull your chest towards the top of your thighs. And then remember to pull the shoulders rather away from the ears. And then just slightly shift the weight to the balls and the toes, the feet. Breathe. Allow yourself to just settle in here. And slowly come up halfway. Let's plant your left hand in front of your face. You're going to twist, open up to the right. So press into that bottom hand. It'll help you kind of twist your upper body. And exhale as you switch. Switch it out. Good. Ooh, this side's tight for me. Maybe you notice the same in your body, and that's okay. Exhale, plant the fingertips. We're going to shift the hips over to the right. kind of sit back. Now, we're going to try to balance here. So you're going to rotate. So you're coming onto this heel. Then you're going to sit up really tall if you like. Press the palms together. Make the spine really flat. So squeeze your core. Press the palms firmly together. And try to keep your balance. You can stay on your toe, on your right toes. The ball of the right foot. Lift the chest. And then slowly plant the fingertips, slide it on over. Let's switch sides. Let's roll to the heel. And then, when you're ready, bring the hands to heart center, lift the chest. Maybe one side is easier for you. Two more breaths. Slowly come back through center. Lift those hips, standing wide, legged forward fold. I almost called it Prasarita, which is the Sanskrit term. Slowly come on up. Warrior two, back to the right. So right foot, warrior two. Bend deep into that front knee. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And on your exhale, cartwheel those arms all the way down. Good. Exhale, down dog. Pedal out those legs. Inhale, high plank. Now we're gonna go through 3 push-ups here. So here we go. We're gonna go 1. You can do it. 2. These are not easy. 3. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Lift those knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Press your chest towards your thighs. Take a breath. Maybe get a few pops in your spine. Free adjustment. All right, let's get to that left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. 3 times. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. And then exhale, we're going to come into a plank. And we're going to circle out that hip. Two more times. Good. And downward facing dog. And then go ahead and step that left foot through between the hands. Stay here in this high lunge. Just feel that back hip really opening up in the front. Ooh, working those arms today, huh? Those triceps, shoulders. Good for you. Go ahead and drop that back knee, untuck that back toe. Let your head just become really heavy. Breathe. We'll take 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, let's go ahead and lift that back knee. And then we're going to reach the arms up and over the head for a high lunge. Good. So go ahead and bend your right knee, and you'll notice if you want to bring your hands to your hips, you're just going to rotate the hips forward so that they're squared to the direction that you're facing. Then when your hips are squared, you can begin to straighten that right leg. Release the arms up and over the head. Good. Holding here, a few more breaths, maybe bending deeper into that front knee. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, let's reach those arms back. Inhale, arms up. Reach. Exhale, reach those fingertips. Inhale, arms up. Last time. Exhale, reach the arms back. Inhale, arms up. Let's bring the all 10 fingertips together. Now, I want you to press the fingertips as hard as you can together. Okay, then we're gonna reach them up, and then you're gonna reach. So continue to press all 10 fingertips together. Squeeze, press, 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 and reach. And slowly come into warrior two on the left. Good, I'm just gonna, actually I'll stay this way, that way maybe you do wanna see the back side. Good to see both angles. Warrior two, take a few breaths here. Relax those shoulders, gazing over your front middle finger. And just take a few breaths here to settle in. Good, maybe bending deeper into that front knee. Holding your legs where they are. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Back hand to back thigh. And exhale, warrior two. Square those shoulders. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Keep that front knee really bent. Exhale, warrior two. As I straighten my leg. My leg was burning. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. So remember, if your hips are up here, let's drop the hips down. Reach that right arm up. And then remember, we're going to challenge ourselves. So you're going to reach the right bicep by the right ear. And then you're going to lift the left arm. And then when you're ready, drop the arms in front. Turn. I'm going to turn this way, coming back into our wide-legged forward fold. Drop the chest, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe bring your fingertips so they're in alignment with your heels. Bring whatever bend into your knees that feels right to you. Breathe, just let yourself settle in. I have a gentle bend in both my knees. Gotta protect those joints. And slowly come on, flatten that back. Let's start with the right hand down, left arm twists up this time. Reach, use that bottom hand to twist the shoulders. And exhale as you switch. Exhale, hands come down, maybe walk the feet a little bit closer towards one another. And then we're just gonna, we're not coming up onto the toe this time. We're just sinking in to that opposite heel. So we're just sinking into this back heel, sending the hips back, just getting in to the inside of those thighs. So keep that back nice and straight. Keep it going. Inhale as you come through center, and exhale as you drop those hips. Keep working the inside of those legs. Eventually trying to get the inside ball of that foot down to the mat. Last time, walk those hands over. And then slowly come back to center. Bend those knees flat back. We're gonna go warrior two, left foot forward. Remember, deep breath in and turn around. Left foot forward this time. Really, really good. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms all the way down. Step those feet back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, drive your tailbone towards the ceiling. Get your back really flat. Inhale, high plank. 3 push-ups. You guys ready? If you need to come down to your knees, you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, upward facing dog. If you want to drop the legs here, feels really good. Maybe drop the head, the chin towards the chest. And exhale, press back to child's pose, knees are wide. And if it feels good, maybe give those arms a rest. Bring one cheek to the mat. Let the arms just drape, the shoulders fall towards the floor. Continue to bring deep breaths into the belly. Maybe turn your head the other way, keeping that balance. Whatever we do on one side, we do on the other. With each inhale, feel your navel falling towards the floor. And on your exhale, pull that navel all the way in towards your spine, sending every last bit of oxygen out. Slowly coming back up. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out those legs again. All right, let's come forward to a high plank. Now, from here, we're going to take your left foot, we're going to step it to the outside of the left hand. And we're going to come back to a high plank. We're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and kind of drop those hips. Okay, so we're going to kind of keep that going. Make sure you come back to a high plank each time. Get those feet all the way up there. Squeeze that core. Try not to throw your leg up. Try to stay in control. Really good for the hips. Keep it going. Nice job, you guys. We'll do 2 more on each side. Step that foot all the way up, drop those hips, send that foot back. Good. And downward facing dog. Come forward to a high plank. Let's move through your yoga push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press that tailbone up. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or jump to the top of your mat. Take a seat. We're going to crisscross the legs. So I'll turn this way. Crisscross applesauce. Sit up really tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Let the chest just fall towards the ground. Really important if you notice that one of your hips is lifting. Most importantly, the hips stay down onto the ground. Really getting into those hips. Deep breaths in. And slowly come on up. Let's go ahead and switch. So if your left leg's in front, your right leg is now going to be in front. Might feel a little awkward because we're always used to putting one foot in front. Is that kind of funny? It's just something that we do. We don't even think about it. Good. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold. Now you might notice a little bit of difference on this side. A little bit more tightness in those hips. And just kind of start to float your way down. Remember, really important, leave those hips grounded. One hip starting to pop up. Maybe lift your chest up a little bit. Maybe you want to stack your fists and then rest your forehead. The whole idea is just let everything go here. Breathe. Really think about sending really big, deep breaths into the belly. Think about filling your belly up like a balloon. And then when you exhale, pull the navel all the way in towards the spine, just to ensure you get everything out, the belly and the lungs. Breathing into the deepest part. When you exhale, feel the body soften, your stretch deepen. And slowly come on up. Now, go ahead and grab your pillow. So if you joined us late, we are going to need a pillow. And I have this nice big one, but if you have something that maybe you could fold over, like maybe it's your, I don't know, pillow from your bed, maybe fold it over. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sit on the edge of that pillow. So really sit on the edge. And then you're going to bring the feet out wide. And then almost scoot your hips forward a little bit more. So really try to think about just having the pillow underneath your tailbone. And then even, you know, the upper half of your hamstrings are really on the mat. So you just have that pillow right underneath the tailbone. And you'll notice that what it allows you to do is sit up really straight here. So for many of you, maybe you can start to fold forward, but before you do that, I want you to place your hands on your thighs, right here on your thighs. I want you to turn your fingertips out, and I want you to grab the tops of the thighs, and I want you to externally rotate the thighs. So what that means is you're pulling like the meat of the thigh outward. And then once you do that, maybe you can start to lean forward a little bit. But continue to pull. It's almost like a push and then pull out. And then maybe you start walking the chest a little bit further. Now, probably like you are really tight, I am. So this is about as far as I can go, and that's okay. So we all have our strengths, and we all have our areas that we definitely need to work on, and we can still always work on our strengths, but definitely find the things that our bodies need and then start to feed that area so that those parts can grow, so that we can be the best we can be. Continue to push down and pull those thighs out. Really good. Maybe walk that chest down a little bit deeper. 2 more deep breaths here. So just to give you guys an idea, I think I've told you this before, but when you hold a posture for more than like 45 seconds to a minute, you start really getting into that deep connective tissue, that fascia. And that's really when you start to get to the point where you can get flexible. So unless you're holding those stretches for a minute or so, you're probably not lengthening too much. But again, I've told you this, that you never want to hold stretches before you work out. You always want to stretch after you work out. Before you play soccer, before you practice for a game, you just want to get blood and oxygen pumping to those muscles. So you want to hold a stretch just for a couple seconds, then release, and then repeat. All right, great job. Slowly come on up, maybe roll out those wrists. And then we're gonna reach over for that left toe, maybe wrap that hand around that foot, and then we're gonna reach the right arm over. Maybe this is a little awkward for some of you, but remember, you can always adjust that pillow, or also you can roll up a towel. You can sit on a towel. But we're reaching over for that left foot. And just holding here for a few breaths. Your legs are going to feel awesome after this. That is for sure. Your whole body for that matter, but you are definitely going to notice a difference in your legs. I know that sometimes a lot of this stuff isn't super fun to do, but this is the kind of stuff that you to do to get the most benefit. Slowly come on up, and then we're going to reach over to the right, reach that right arm for that foot, and then reach the left arm up and over. Just really, you guys should be patting yourselves on the back right now, showing up today, putting in this time for yourself to make you better all around. Good. Try to spin that top shoulder open. I am tight also. But it's really important to get these muscles for, lengthen and stretch. So that when you go for, a lateral movement, if you're a defender and you got to take a big side lunge, over to the side, you can make that lunge as long as possible. Take a nice one long big side step rather than a bunch of little short and choppy ones. Slowly come on up. Really, really good. Now stay where you are. Let's go ahead and bring the bottoms of the feet together. If you need to adjust your pillow, you can. But you should still notice that pillow underneath your tailbone is allowing you to sit up really straight. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see just how much of my butt is really on the pillow. It's not very much. So it's really just underneath my tailbone. But what it does is it just gives me a little bit of support so that I can sit up so I don't feel like I have to dump back. So lift the chest. You can put the hands on the ankles and then lift, lift, lift. Pull those heels, those ankles in towards yourself. Lengthen that spine, drop the shoulders, send the top of the head towards the ceiling. Breathe. And then on your exhale, you can begin to hinge forward, coming into a butterfly. Let that chin just drop towards your chest. Now try to let your head hang really heavy here. Once you do that, you're going to feel a really nice stretch along the top of your spine, almost into your neck. Good. Breathe. Two more deep breaths here. Last one. Maybe into the count of 4 and out to the count of 8. Slowly come on back up. Let's go ahead and pull those knees in one towards one another. Remove that pillow. Send your legs out in front of you and just go ahead and kind of shake them out. Good. Then we're going to bring the hand or the feet. We're going to need your pillow again, so keep it tight. Lean back into the hands, and then we're just going to windshield wiper the legs. So you're going to go to the left first, try to bring the inside of your right knee down towards the mat. You're going to rotate and switch. Press the inside of that knee down. This should feel super duper good in those hips. Good. Keep it going. Nice job, you guys. Separate the feet. Nice job, guys. Awesome. Keep going. Really keeping mobility in those hips. As soccer players, we use our hips so much and we depend so much on our hips for strength. But what happens is if our hips get too strong and we don't stretch them, you have very little range of motion, which means you don't move very well on the soccer field. So it's super important that we keep range of motion and length and flexibility and stability. So you want it all. You don't want just strength. You want strength, flexibility, mobility, all of that stuff. All right, last time. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and send your legs right out in front of you. You're going to take your pillow, make it as fluffy as you want. Maybe fold it forward because like you, or probably like you, I have really tight hamstrings. You also have another option. If you have another pillow, you can put one under your knees and I will show you. So if you want to grab another pillow right now, if you have one nearby, I will show you. One, roll it up underneath the thighs or the knees. Okay, so roll it up. You're going to probably want to do this. So actually I recommend everybody getting or maybe a towel or a blanket and just shove it under the thighs. And then you're going to take your other pillow. You can fold that over and you're just going to take a deep inhale, sit up really tall. And on your exhale, you're just going to fold forward. I just want you to rest your head, rest your forehead. And just let yourself relax here. Maybe cross your arms, rest your forehead. Just allow yourself to completely let go here. And as you're here, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about nice, slow, deep, full inhale. And I want you to bring in so much air that you feel your belly and your lungs expand to capacity. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly let the air out to the count of 8. Remember, all of this is breathing through your nose. And as you exhale to the count of 8, I want you to just envision your body softening and melting down over that pillow. Good. We're going to take 2 more of those breaths just like that. Slowly begin to peel yourself back up. And then let's go ahead and keep your biggest pillow. Biggest pillow. You're going to roll all the way onto your back, but you're going to keep that pillow underneath the backs of your thighs. Or maybe your small one, but just going to keep that pillow there. And I want you to roll all the way back. That way your legs are lifted, your legs feel really supported. And also what this does too is it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure out of your low back, because sometimes lying flat on your back can be uncomfortable for the low back. And then from here, I want you to just find yourself into a comfortable space. Maybe you want to grab both your pillows. I mean, you could put 5. It doesn't matter. Whatever's comfortable for you. That is what yoga is about. Do what works best for your body, in your body. And then I want you to grab a towel or something to lie over your face. Put your arms wherever they're comfortable. Doesn't matter. Just listen to your body. Lie something over your eyes. Close them shut. I'm going to take you through just a slow guided meditation here. I'm going to say a part of your body. And when I say that part of your body, I want you to tighten the muscles in that area and then release. We'll get started. Right hand, right arm, right shoulder, forehead, eyes, lips, head, left shoulder, left arm, left hand, chest, abdomen, right foot, right leg, right hip, left hip, left leg, left foot. Now release all tension in the body. Allow yourself to melt into your mat for these next few minutes. Focus solely on your soft, gentle breath. So effortless, so easy. Just allow yourself to let go and breathe for these next few minutes. Shavasana. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Start to bring some gentle movements back into the fingers and the toes. Maybe rolling the wrists and the ankles. Bending your knees and planting your feet or reaching your arms over your head like an early morning stretch. And then when you're ready, rolling off to your favorite side. Taking 2 breaths here. Pressing yourself up to an easy seated position. And slowly bringing your hands together and then to your heart. Honoring yourself first and foremost for taking the time and making it here today. Thanking yourselves and your bodies for all of its hard work, everything that your body does for you. We should be so grateful. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Great job, you guys. That was so fun. You did awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
guys. You're
you.
welcome.